Hi everybody, this is Shiva Beram, and in this session I am going to explain you a few commands related to the AutoCAD. Before going for the content, I request all my viewers to subscribe to my channel and share your valuable feedback. First of all, I would like to present you the objectives of this session. Today we are going to discuss a few commands related to the drawing toolbar. So in the previous session we have seen some of the commands related to the drawing toolbar like coordinate systems and also line, polyline, circle. All these things we have seen in the previous class. If anybody didn't watch the previous sessions, I suggest you please go through those videos. And in addition to this drawing toolbars, we are also going to discuss the modifying toolbars. Modifying toolbar means these commands are going to edit the drawings that we have done with the drawing toolbar commands. So these are very much important in order to draw a particular diagram. So first of all, let me explain you a few drawing tool commands: chamfer, fillet and TTR, tangent, tangent and radius. Chamfer and fillet, these are related to a particular rectangle. So chamfer means if you consider a rectangle, the corners are going to be cut at a particular distance. Fillet means it is going to be the corners of the rectangle are going to be filled with a predefined radius. So these two things I am going to explain you here. And TTR, so this particular command relates to draw a particular circle with the two tangential points and one radius. So let me go through this. So here, first I am going to consider a rectangle here. And once we click on to this particular symbol, so here I am giving the chamfer distance as so we need to specify the two chamfer distances. First of all, we have to select the first distance as 20 and the second distance as 20, and we have to select the corners. So we have got the corners cut by this edge. Similarly, we can do the same thing for the other corners also, and if you want, you can change the this distance also. And if you measure the distance from one of the ends, that will be exactly equal to, see here, 20 units. So that we have fixed it as the chamfer distance. Next, let us go through the fillet command here. So again I am going to consider a rectangle and selecting the fillet option, selecting the radius here, and the radius is selected as 20 units. And if I select these two, we have to specify the first point and the second point so that it is going to be filled with that required, the radius that we have given, that is 20 units. As simple as that. Next, we are going to see the TTR command, that is tangent, tangent and radius. First of all, in order to have the two tangents, we require two circles here. So I am considering the two circles. This is circle 1 and this is circle 2 here. Now I am executing the command TTR, that is tangent, tangent and radius. So it is asking for the first tangential point. I am selecting this as the first tangential point and this as the second tangential point. and I'm specifying the radius, it is asking for the radius. So in the command bar I'm giving the radius as 50 units. So this is the circle of the given specifications. First tangential point, second tangential point, and the radius is 50 units. Next, we are going to have the modifying some of the modifying toolbar commands in the next video. So in the next video we are going to have, in the next slide we are going to have erase, copy, move and rotate. Erase means we are going to delete the drawing wherever we need, and copy means we are going to copy the particulars. Move means we are going to move the drawing from one place to another place with respect to a base point, and rotate. With respect to the base point, we are going to rotate the drawing. So these are the four important modifying commands that we are going to use to edit the drawing. So let me go through this. So here, first let us consider the erase. So first I am considering a particular a few diagrams, circle and polyline command. So whatever it may be, whatever things that we are going to have. Just as an example, I am considering a few and selecting all those things and simply go for this option erase. So everything will be, whatever things we have selected, that will be deleted. Next, let us consider the copy option. So select, this is the copy symbol. Select the object and it asks for the specified base point. Of course, it is move. With respect to a particular base point, it is going to be moved from one place to another place. All these commands are one and the same, only thing is the output is going to be changed. So like that. So wherever you want, you can move the object from one place to the previous place to the next place, or else you can specify the coordinates also. So you can go for some rectangular coordinate system or polar coordinate system in order to move the object from one point to another point. So here I am giving it as at the rate of I am using relative coordinate system 20, 0, 0. So what I want to do is I need to move the rectangle from the previous position to 20 units in the along the x direction. Next, so this is the option to copy, scale option. Scale means you are going to increase or decrease the size of the object. So here, if you want, you can fix as per your movement of the crosshair, or you can specify this how much scale factor the object is to be increased or decreased. If it is greater than 1, the size of the object is going to increase. If it is less than 1, the size of the object is going to be decreased. So initially I am considering it as 14 units as the length, and if I increase it by 2 times, this length is going to be increased by 2, that is 28 point something around I have to get. So I am if I use the scale factor as 2, I am getting the distance as doubled. So that is how we can increase or decrease the size of the object that we select. This is also one of the important commands. Next, we are going to see the copy command. Select that command and use that with respect to some specified base point. You can have how many number of objects that you want to copy. So this is also one of the important commands which is going to edit the data. So next, let us go for the move command. Already we have seen that move command. Rotate. Select the rotate command, and with respect to a base point, you can have within the 360 degrees. You can rotate the object with respect to the base point. Whatever point that you have selected, with respect to that, you can rotate the object by within the range of 360 degrees. So these are some of the modifying toolbars. So next, offset and arrays. These are also one of the important the modifying toolbars we are going to have. Offset means you can have if it is a circle closed surface, you can have the concentric objects, and if it is a straight line, you can have the parallel lines at specified distances. Arrays means you can have rectangular array or polar array depending upon number of objects. So first of all, let us consider this is going to be mirror command. Okay, first of all I am going to show you the arrays. So we have to select this array command, and you can go for number of rows and number of columns. So that we need to specify the distance between the rows and the columns. If proper distance is not selected, they are going to overlap each other, so we have to select adequate distance. So I have selected the distance as 100 units between the objects along both x direction and y direction, and it is I am entering the number of rows as equal to 5, columns as 5 and rows as 5. So we are getting here, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 rows and 5 columns, 1 2 3 4 5. Like that you can have as many number of rows and columns as you want. So this particular thing is an example for a rectangular array. Next, let us go for a polar array. So in order to have the polar array, I am considering a little small object, something like a gear wheel. So in order to have these points, we have to select the options in the object snap. Okay, I am going to have the polar array for this particular shape. Select the array and polar array. So select the object here and enter. So to execute all this option, we have to press enter. So default is 6, and you can go for as many 8 number. So here I have considered 8 numbers with respect to this particular center point. So this shape is going to be selected. We have got 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So like that you can have as many number of objects that you want. So these are the important commands that we are going to use for modifying the drawings. Next, let us go for the offset command, which is very important. So first of all, I am going to select a circle here and select the offset command. So here I have selected a proper distance, and if I move inside, we are going to have the concentric circle at the distance that we have selected here through this particular command. So 20 I have selected now the distance as, so I am getting the circle, concentric circles like that. So if it is a straight line, the same command offset, if it is straight line, so select the offset Here also you can specify 20 units of distance here. So the straight lines are going to be we are going to get the parallel lines at a distance of 20 units from one another. Or you can select the option through here. Consider a line and go for the offset command through. So select this through option here, and once you select this through option, that can be also for circles also. You can have this straight line at a desired point. So you need not specify this distance. Simply select that, and wherever you move the crosshair and click there, at that point you are going to get the straight line parallel to that. So here the distance is as per your choice. You need not fix it in advance. So these are some of the important commands, that is erase and offset commands. Now let us go for the mirror command here. This is also one of the important commands that we are going to use. So I am considering an important some shapes. And when the mirror command is executed here, it will ask for the reference axis, and I am considering this as the reference axis, so the image is going to be formed like this. And again I am considering these two objects to have the mirror image, and this is the axis that I have selected. So this is the mirror image I have got here. So many options are there, and simply they are user friendly and anybody can have that. Next, you can select all the 4 objects. So this is very important whenever you go for some repeated shapes. The important point to remember here is you have to, once this command is executed, in order to execute this command you have to press the enter button in the keyboard. Okay, that's all for today's session. In the next videos I am going to explain you much more commands regarding this AutoCAD. So I request once again all my viewers to subscribe to my channel, like, share your views and give your valuable feedback, and also click the bell icon in order to get the further notifications and updates. Thank you very much. This is Shiva Biram signing off.